so for this DIY, what we're going to need is some wooden tags and some felt or printed paper or anything like that. And I just went ahead and started tracing the wooden tag because that's the shape that I want my bookmark to be. And after I got done cutting, I just went ahead and folded a little piece at the top and cut like a diamond shape through so I can stick my yarn later on. And then for this, there's different types of yarn. So the one that I chose was this purplish one, and I started by kind of like folding it, and then I just went ahead and tied a couple of knots with the white yarn just to secure it in place. And I stuck it through the little diamond, and I just went ahead and just trimmed the white pieces so you wouldn't see them. And that's pretty much it. Those are your bookmarks. You can use any type of felt, any type of printed paper, and also any type of yarn. Okay, so for the second DIY, what we're going to need is some watercolor paper, any kind of paint. I actually chose to use acrylic, and also you're going to need some water just to make sure you mix it in with the paint and so that the paint can be a little bit runny. This one I chose green, yellow, and orange, but for the other ones I chose different colors. And all you're going to do after is just grab a Sharpie and do your favorite quote, and that's pretty much it. Put it in your binder. Okay, so for this third DIY, what you're going to need is some printed fabric. I chose this pretty pink one, and also some buttons, threads, and a glue gun. So you're just going to start by folding your fabric the way you want your pencil bag to look, and just start gluing it on with a glue gun, or if you want you can sew it also. And after that I just flipped it over so that the printed side could show, and that's pretty much it. But since I wasn't sure if my pencils were gonna fall out, what I went ahead is just to grab some buttons and needles and thread, and I just threaded my buttons through just to make sure that whenever I put my pencils in there, they don't fall out. After you flip it over, you're going to see where the buttons are, so you're just going to make little lines there, and so you can make little incisions with your scissors and just so they can close, and there you have them. So for the second pencil bag, this is going to be a different shape and also a different color, of course. And so I just went ahead and started by trimming down the sides and just folding it the way that I want, but obviously folding it to where the color was on the other side, and I started gluing it down. So after I glued it down, I just made sure that all the edges were good, so that edge right there I wanted to fix, so I went ahead and just glued it and flipped it over so you wouldn't see the part that I cut. And I went ahead, instead of sewing a button, I just glued it, which was kind of a bad idea, so I recommend you sewing it rather than gluing it like I did. And then just make a small incision with your scissors, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so for this final DIY, it's going to be a sticky notepad, and what we're going to need is going to be some poster boards, some sticky notes, and also a washi tape of your choice. And I chose this kind of like school themed yellow washi tape. I put it all around the poster board, and it just turns out super cute with it. It adds a good touch. And after that, I just went ahead and got these sticky notes at Target from the dollar section, so they were super inexpensive, and just rearrange them the way you like, and then just grab your glue gun and glue them down. DIY is super easy to make and super inexpensive, and I promise you, you are always going to use it throughout the year, and it will last, because I still got the one from last year, and it always helps me whenever I buy books and I don't want to write in them and I just want to do a sticky note, and it's super cute. Okay, so that was it for today. Please don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. See you later, alligators. Bye.